What's up, everybody? It's Finance CJ. Sorry for not posting on Monday, but you get me here on Friday. And before we start, I just want to say I want to push everyone to like my video. That's going to be at the end of this video. I posted a video titled Graham Stephan Interview. Graham Stephan, another finance YouTuber, posted a video asking people to make a video as a job application. So I made the video. I want to take the leap to Las Vegas, so if you guys could push that video for me and go give it a like and comment and give it some more views, I'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, it'll be linked at the end. Before we go any further, we're going to be talking about what Warren Buffett bought and looking at the 13F filed by Berkshire Hathaway. Now, as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this is purely for entertainment purposes. We're just going to talk about the major purchases he did, especially the major purchases in things he had not owned previously. So we're going to talk about two stocks today. The first one is going to be Chevron. Now, I made a prediction video talking about gas and oil making a huge comeback in 2021. Warren Buffett seems to be agreeing with this prediction. Now, there are many reasons for that, and let's first get into how much he bought into Chevron. He bought into it for $4 billion, which is not a substantial amount for Berkshire Hathaway, but it is still enough to notice. Warren Buffett generally starts his positions off a little slower, and it was interesting to see him pour so much money into this one. So it's just something to keep your eye on. Let's talk about why he possibly did it. Now, the first thing is that with the Keystone Pipeline being canceled, less drilling and production being done in the U.S., and the oil demand staying about the same, if not increasing, because last year was a down year because so many people stayed home, that now gas and oil are going to be in much more of a demand. With gas and oil prices going higher, the stock prices are going to go higher as well because the companies are going to be making more profit. For me personally, I own Sunoco and Exxon in my individual investing and my Roth respectively. I have long said that I am long on oil to a point, so I feel comfortable holding these stocks for the next 10 years. Even though I invest in renewable energy as well, I do not believe that we are past needing gas and oil companies. Now, that being said, it may be a little too late to get into these stocks. It's yet to be seen. I am still dollar cost averaging into these stocks, so I am still investing, but I'm just warning that they're on an uptrend, so it's harder to invest when the stock keeps going up. If anything, I would try to say wait for a day when the stock is down and buy the dip, because like I said, I am long gas and oil. The other reason Warren Buffett probably bought into Chevron is, one, because he's a value investor, and that's just simply who Warren Buffett is. Warren Buffett loves companies that are undervalued, that he can find intrinsic value where he believes that the company is worth more than it's showing right now, and that is one thing. The other thing is Warren Buffett loves dividends. He makes billions of dollars from dividends a year, and a $4 billion investment with Chevron will produce him many dividends. I myself am a dividend investor, and that is why I invest in gas and oil too. They do pay a good dividend. ExxonMobil is a dividend aristocrat. I believe Chevron is as well. It's a stable dividend that these companies don't really want to give up because it would look bad on them. The next stock we're going to talk about is one that I have yet to invest in myself, but I will be doing shortly. Probably by the time you see this video, I will have started a small position into this company personally. Now again, this is just my own personal portfolio. You should not be copying me. You should always do your own due diligence when investigating stocks. The next company is Verizon. Now, Warren Buffett did a major jump into this stock. Warren Buffett bought into Verizon for $8.5 billion. Verizon now makes up 3% of his overall portfolio at Berkshire Hathaway. For Warren Buffett to feel such confidence in a company, it does seem that there is an underlying reason. Now, my biggest speculation for Verizon is the 5G play. Warren Buffett doesn't want to guess what the new 5G play winner will be. Instead, he's going to go into the telecom sector to invest in companies that will benefit from 5G. The previous quarter, the 13F showed him buying into T-Mobile. This one showed him taking a major stake in Verizon. Now, I myself invest in AT&T. It is another dividend aristocrat, and I will be jumping into Verizon. Since doing my own little research, it does pay a healthy dividend yield, which is another reason why Warren Buffett probably bought in. Its yield is sitting around 4 to 5%, which is great, and a lot of people are thinking that the stock is undervalued. Again, probably why Warren Buffett bought in. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you think of these transactions, and also let me know what you think of 5G and what it means for the telecom companies. Some other minor transactions Warren Buffett did was he trimmed his Apple position, which makes sense when you really look at Warren Buffett's portfolio at Berkshire Hathaway. Apple has been by far the largest proponent of that portfolio, and to me it makes sense to trim some of the profits that you've gotten from Apple, as well as use that money to allocate other places in the portfolio and diversify further. Because once you get that portfolio to get too big into that one stock, it becomes too reliant on that stock, and I think it's a great move by Buffett. But again, who am I to question Warren Buffett, only the greatest value investor to ever live, possibly? I'm just some small YouTuber, and I invest myself. Besides the point, some other things that Warren Buffett did that I don't actually agree with is he exited a lot of his financials. I think Warren Buffett has found his winner in the financial sector, and that happens to be Bank of America. He had positions in banks like Wells Fargo and JP Morgan Chase, as well as a few other smaller banks, but Bank of America has been the only one that he has held on to consistently. He hasn't sold off any. He has exited his JP Morgan Chase position completely. He has trimmed his Wells Fargo position significantly, and Bank of America is the only one he's holding on to. Now for me, I love financials. You know that I have many bank stocks and REITs in my own portfolio. I personally own Wells Fargo, and not a notch at Warren Buffett, but year to date, Wells Fargo is up about 25%, while the overall sector is about 16%. Now, that's nothing to be said, but for me, Wells Fargo has the most to gain from coming back to a normal lifestyle. That's why I am actually long Wells Fargo, and I think it is a good value play at the moment, and I have been invested in them for a long time now. I actually made this prediction in my video for 2021, so you could watch it right up here. Like I said, I mentioned the gas and oil field, and I mentioned financials making a big comeback. These are just things I'm noticing for my own confirmation bias to make myself feel a little bit better. Warren Buffett is exiting positions, but I'm still holding on to them because I think they are going to grow into better positions. Now, just a other minor note for my portfolio, People's United Bank, also another dividend aristocrat, is going to merge with M&T Bank. The merger details are for about $7 billion, I believe, a 17% premium on the stock, and for everyone who holds on to their People's United stock, for every one stock you have, you're going to get 0.118 of M&T Bank, and M&T Bank is currently trading over $150 a share. People's at the moment trading around 19, so it's going to average out to where it'll work itself out. But again, just a minor note for financials if you're invested in them. As always, if you found any of this content helpful, leave a like, don't forget to comment and subscribe, share the video if you feel so kind, and I hope to see you next time. Good night, guys.